Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so it's been another week, and we'll call this week on RF 9-10. Uh, Mute all programs. Actually, no, we're just gonna ignore them. That was innocent. Jimmy's soul just sound kind of innocent. Um, so this week, like what I do throughout the week, I take notes on what's going on. I really don't take a lot of in-game stuff, like actual rooms or drama or something like that. But actually, speaking of that, I did play with the number one player, Ralph Josen. Um, Dude, he is so good. Level 78. He owned me at Moonlight. Killed me. Like holy crap. That was a Rumble Fighter. I'll get to that later. So I and what I do, I have a sticky and I just write it up and I make notes. So this is through like starting on like Sunday or Monday or somewhere in there. There's apology. There are apology threads. Kyosen and Socrates, they both made apology threads apologizing to the community about such and yada yada. And as usual, Socrates was shot down. No big surprise there. And a whole bunch of people are holding personal events, like random acts of kindness. They just gift random people. People are holding personal tournaments, 1v1 tournaments. And like you got Astros up for grabs. So if you take part of the tournament or whatever, you can win some money. You can win some Astros or prizes. I don't like this gun. Oh god, that was fast. This week on Rumble Fighter, this is an update week. Next update ain't till the 20th. Is not till the 23rd. So we'll have to wait. I didn't like that gum. It was lame. But guilds didn't come out this week. New flavor. Minty. Like that gum was falling apart in my mouth. Like it was horrible. Ooh, that gum. Guilds didn't come out this week, as I was saying earlier. But Support 10 did say, and I quote, "I'll say this now to avoid mass disappointment and eliminate expectations. Guilds aren't coming out this week, and I know it sucks, but they're coming. We're working on getting them out as soon as possible, and I also know that we said this before, but it's true. Bear with us, they're on the way. It's a cool update though." Support 10 said this himself. And if he was a former, he would have found that out sooner than watching this video. So, get on forums, post, become part of the community. Rumble Fighter has a very good community. We have community advisors. We overlook things, and when things get too out of hand, we bam. Bam. That's what we do. We bam. So, that's what he said. When he said it was a cool update, it really was a cool update. What we got this update was we got a new boss mode. It's called Sanctuary, and you get these really cool armor, which is permanent. It gives like normal boss mode gives 1 speed, hard mode gives 2 speed, hell mode gives 3 speed on the armor and a random stat. Random stat like plus 10 crit, plus 1 speed, plus 1 jump, and like that's pretty much all I've seen. But otherwise, in Hell mode, we have a new Shaman Exo. It's called Raven. It's pretty cool. It lets you shoot out birds and zoom across. I think maybe there's a blindness of darkness. I'm not sure. It's weird. I've seen it, but I've never been used on. It's like I said before. It's for the shaman class. You have to buy shaman for 200 astros, and then you have to buy this exo, which is, give me a second. It is 192 astros. Aye, that it is. Pretty cheap. It looks really cool though. It turns like your whole body into a raven. So +1 for that. What else was new this update? There's Lady Gaga hair. That's called Black Lady style hair. That's what it's called. But it's virtually Lady Gaga hair. You know, with the little bangs and the down. You'll see when you're on the game, if you haven't already seen it. There's an event. It's called the Big Spinner event. If you spend over 600 astros, you win the Pepero backpack. It's like this little shield thingy, and I think it adds strength. I'm not sure. And also, if you have questions about it, go to my thread on forums. It's my first sticky. It's at the very top. My first sticky thread. I'm so excited about it. And there's also a video event of, you know, boss mode. There's also, you know, what else is new? There's a fish in the mouth accessory. There's like a 3-lane shoe. Add, you know, all these add stats, but the stats aren't noteworthy. There's the Lady Gaga hair, and there's like an Eminem tank top, which is really lame. The big thing about this update was the boss modes. Freaking awesome. And on Friday, we have this thing called Free Stuff Friday. That's what that's what Twitter was about. That's what was coming up. Every Friday, on the Roman Fighter Twitter, they have 3 rounds. You can get 3 prizes. Answer the question right and be one of the first 10 or the first 5. You'll get the prize. You can win once a week, and if you do win on Twitter, you can still win on Facebook. Same thing. Be the first one to answer, you get the prize. And this week on the Free Stuff Friday, because today's Friday, and the round just ended. The first prize was the 3-lane black sandals, the new sandals that just came out. The second prize was the black lady style hair, you know, the Gaga hair. And the third prize was the live fish accessory, which is really lame. So I didn't participate this week because the prizes were really lame. If you want to know what the questions were, so you can prep up on them, there's a thread on forums where it has an archive of all the questions and all the prizes that's been given out. Go use the search button on forums and go look it up. Don't make a thread. Ask them where it is, because they'll get closed. I'll be sure of it. Also, I believe, let's see, let me check my stickies. Oh yeah, there's a new section of forums. It's called Helping God. It's basically where all the stickies that aren't very important but still needs to be sticky, they all go there. So we can free up some general area in the forums. Also, there's been some personal attacks on forums. There's been personal attacks on the help desk. People are like, the help desk sucks. It takes so long for people to answer. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of people who can't play this game and they send help desk tickets, so yeah. Also, there's been personal attacks on me. I'll tell you the story. I was in game, he was beating me, he was being cocky about it. I got mad because I had a player who was like, I want to get demoted to semi-pro. Jumps off. I'm like, oh my god, WTF. Next thing I know, my other two players die. I'm left all alone, and I'm getting beat up, and this dude is bragging. I was like, whatever. I was like, oh my god, shut up, shut up, shut up, lucky, lucky, lucky. And the next thing I know, the person who gets, I created the room, CA Groff Battle Room. You guys are probably familiar with that. So I was in there the longest. The room master, he got on the red team. They got room master. He left. I was like, oh yeah. And I quote, this is what I said. Oh, I don't like you. Goodbye. And I kicked him. I straight up kicked him. I meant to say, you know what? I don't like you. Goodbye. But I forgot to put what. So. And that's the drama on that. And that's all I have this week. That's all I have for this week on Rumble Fighter. Tune in next week to see what's been going on. Remember, there's no update next week. It'll be an event, I think, maybe. Let's hope. It might be no update or an event. Because most events ends on the 26th. By the way, the big spinner ends on the 23rd. Second. Ends on the 22nd. So, go spin 600 Astros and get this backpack. I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye. Ooh, I should have planned that more better.